Hey, good morning, guys. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to the live broadcast of pre-market analysis for November the 5th, 2020. I really apologize this morning. I had, after yesterday, technical snafu. As I tested everything fine on my side, sound was great and everything over 30 minutes ago. And then the moment when I came here to start, YouTube would not let the live chat be available. So I had to cancel the previous one, reset up a new one. So sorry for that drama and the delay. Thank you, Miss Dora, for confirming audio. Let's go ahead here and get started for this stock market technical analysis daily, because we have a lot to impact, definitely a lot. So every minute of it can be used. So those who I know that I reposted the this link, which is different from the one that we previously had inside of the Discord. And I mean, those who are subscriber to YouTube, well, first of all, thank you very much because we have seen recent growth in our numbers. We really appreciate you. So you get to get a notification by YouTube the moment. Hopefully they did that the moment that I created the new link. So um, maybe or more will find their way. So while other will find their way, let's go ahead and take a view on here very quickly at the overall markets. What's happening? This is, I don't know how you feel about this, but this is, for me, this is my pet peeve in trading, right? And well, there is a way for us to get to overcome that, but let me we are looking at the daily chart of QQQ. The Qs have been moving since Tuesday. Yeah, we are Thursday today, for whatever reason. Yeah, but here, folks, how do you feel about the fact that you are trading a market where there is a bigger move in the gap than actually what is been trading during the daily? For me, it's that's why for us here we have been advising you how to take advantage of this. The moment a stock start gapping in either direction, you need to get involved. So overnight, how do you get benefits of this? How many points is this now on QQQ? So on from Monday to from Tuesday to Wednesday, it was 10 points. Yeah, that's because the close here was 274. We opened at 283.56. That's literally 10 points. But during the day, intraday, we traded only 5 points. And here we are this morning. We closed yesterday at 286.91, let's say 287, and we're opening this morning 7 points higher. And for the looks of it, because look, the Bollinger Band, even if we go all the way to the upper Bollinger Band, there are 297. That's just 3 points. So we're going to gap up 7 points, but intraday, we're going to trade 7 points. This has been happening a lot on these indexes. So the way, if you are new to our system, you're at QQQ on Thursday, QQQ and SPY, they're literally the same, because the SPY loses the advantage of having its expiration on Mondays, Wednesdays, that we love to exploit, right? So on Friday, when we are so at the close on Wednesday, you can decide, hey, which one do you trade in this case, because the Qs have been strong. I mean, how do you see that? Based on the move yesterday, right? At the end of the day, you look at the move overall, and here this morning, if you set up a strong on here, this is the only way, folks, to take advantage of this. This is something we have seen a lot. Look at this here. Yeah, and the quant analysis would have told you that this was coming, because last time they were at this level, that's what they did. So now the question is going to be here, okay, the destination is definitely the upper Bollinger. I guarantee you that. It just is not if, it's a matter of when. But for us, the when, it's pretty much how we make money in option trading. So that's really something that, for, I mean, there is no other way. Let me know, folks, in the comments how you feel about, okay, waking up. And I mean, it's a good thing that the market is moving, but geez, look at this move here. So from 274, now we're trading 20 points higher on QQQ. So yeah, here the for us on Tuesday, it would have just been, hey, get involved, because QQQ have shown this propensity to find support, and then they just shoot it up, and they shoot it up with gaps. So sorry to start your day, my day on that. Not that it's just, I've seen it so many times, just like, I mean, every opportunity that the market is moving. So SPY, similar thing. So hence we are likely to finish the week this week. Let's look at the weekly chart. All right, on SPY, you're gonna finish the week with a huge candle. Let's say maybe from 330 to 350 or whatever, and then you're gonna be saying, geez, I didn't make any money on SPY. Yeah, you didn't make any money on SPY, or very little of it, because they spend the time gapping the indexes. That's what computers do. So hence, you need to have a sound strategy on how to trade SPY, how to trade QQQ. That's making the market move. All right. So with that, we say hello to Mr. Kevin. Thank you, sir. Miss Dora, good morning. Mr. Andrew, welcome to the show. It is 5:51 Pacific time, 8:51 Eastern on November the 5th. We are Thursday. We just took a look at a top-down view of the market through its two main indexes, QQQ and SPY. What do we have in store for you today? So yesterday, you may be wondering, you said, hey Telex, you said yesterday that, say, we need to save our money for gangster trade on QQQ, not on QQQ, on Baba. And I wish I traded gangster on QQQ since Tuesday, man. I will be sitting on money yesterday. But hopefully you made money yesterday on Adobe. Yeah, congratulations if you took the trade. Either you had it before, or and actually for us there is an angle how you could have ended in that trade before. So I'm not sure if Miss Dora, who alerted us yesterday when Adobe with a boom in the hangout, if she had the trade from Tuesday, or but trading it during intraday yesterday, folks, you could have made easily 200% on that. Or even more, because remember before, when we first posted it, those options, if you decided to trade just those 500 options, they were at plus 1,000%, right? Then we went 200%, 1,700%, then 2,000%, all the way to 3,500%. It retreated back. And actually, let's show the chart of Adobe here very, very quickly. Adobe retreated, and then, Lord behold, this morning, and this is a pattern that else we have seen. When a stock start moving, yes, it can have a pullback, but please do not take that as weakness, right? So Adobe, I'm not sure if this is true in pre-market. That's showing on here. I had it in my pre-market. A lot of funny things are happening in pre-market. I tell you not. We're gonna come back to some of them. But Adobe printed 500 in pre-market, meaning that if you made money, or if you didn't, you missed the trade yesterday, and you decide that, hey, this stock, this is the technical analysis, right? Now the trend here is bullish. Why? Because we close above both exponential moving averages. Yeah, and you get involved, especially with the fact that there are 2 days of trading left before expiration. Well, you trust me, this thing is not accurate here. Pre-market on Adobe, unless something is wrong, is currently printing 547, meaning that those 500 calls, oh my boy, they're gonna be worth a lot of money. Those 500, that was the strike that for us we recommended this week if Adobe was bullish. Adobe is a stock that I learned to trade when it was between 200, before it hit 300. And the one of the thing, I used to trade it a lot on Fridays. Yes. Not using Gangster Trade that much, because it's difficult sometimes to get feel on it. But Gangster Trade definitely will work on Adobe, because it usually takes its time before it rev the engine. But once it rev the engine, oh man, it's a beautiful thing. The 15-minute chart yesterday, it was definitely very telling. Okay, everything. My trading view is just deciding not to do what I want it to do. Oh, okay, here we go. So 15-minute chart of Adobe. I mean, we have seen more impressive 15-minute chart, but it gapped, and then from here, it was just crushing. So this is the move. I don't know if we can fully see that on here on this scale. Maybe let's use the 5-minute chart. That's, you know. Yeah, but even the 5-minute doesn't do it justice, because here's the huge gap. Yeah, how many points was this? 454, 479. Yeah, but the point is, you still would have made money after, let's say, what's our condition, folks? Above it, we're posting new high, so meaning this candle on here. Let me zoom in. So especially we have new traders who joined us this week. Well, congratulations first of all. But here's new high of the day. Yeah, it's not, that's really our condition is above it, we're posting higher highs. But when you post a new high of the day, obviously that means you have been posting higher highs. So this candle on here at 7 Pacific, that will be 10 Eastern. Yes, you will have easily, I'm submitting to you that you would have made over 100%, even plus, because let's see, what time did I exactly, for us to confirm that, go back to the Telex daily updates chat room and look at the timestamp when I first alerted us on that, after Miss Dora, actually she was the first one on it. So I'm trying to find that timestamp on here on a different screen. So That was Monday, so this was November. That was yesterday. Okay, I've gone too far, so I need to go on November the 3rd, or no, November the 4th. So the first one we posted, okay, so we posted this option chart at 7:09 Pacific yesterday. Yep, so 7:09, where's that candle on here? 7:09, bam, this is it. Yep. Okay, so let's say this one. Here you go. It just established his new high of the day. Time for us to get involved. And yes, it took its time for whatever, but it never gave a reason actually to change direction. And those are the type of trade. And then by 12:30 or something, it hit the max. I think, I don't know when I sold my position or so, somewhere here. Yeah, wow, because I was using the chart of the option. Yeah, so the chart of the option, there's a video on here on this channel that's teaches us how to use the chart of the option to get a way of exiting the trade. Yeah, just Google it. Search, do a search on successful trading on how to exit a trade. I think that video will come up. So that's worked yesterday on Adobe. So this morning, how do we want to parlay that money into something else? So let's go into a stock that's I mean, we have it on our, yeah, it was one of our alerts, but I mean, we didn't put it as an alert because it had earnings, folks. Yeah, don't get us twisted. No, it's for us. It's just that, hey, stocks, they have signal that the computer, the AI computer gives us, and alerts come in with as such. When a stock like this one, we're talking about Qualcomm. That's after hours yesterday, it just blossomed. So Qualcomm is up 13. Yeah, let me round it up, 14%, and trading at $146. So a stock is gapping up. How much volume does Qualcomm have this morning here? Qualcomm has 490,000 shares of volume. This is bullish earnings based on 5G catalyst, but it's the guidance, right? Since 5G is gaining a lot of momentum. Oh, by the way, you're looking at Mr. 5G. When I'm not doing gangster trade, my primary occupation is actually working on 5G networks and the like. So in any case, so let's go trying to see how we can set up a trade to take advantage of the move on here on Qualcomm. If you are new on here and this wish that we are saying doesn't make sense at all, that's not that is okay. Yeah, we will teach you the Ganser trade. I've been having questions, and sorry, yesterday evening was just a bit. I went too long a little bit on the coaching session, so I didn't have the time to answer all of your questions. So I will be answering them today. I'm free today to do that. So, well, first of all, here is our screen for with the ETFs. So VIX is declining. So okay, this is your opportunity. If you haven't been here for a while, typically the correlation between VIX, the VXX index that you see on here, it's inverse correlation to the market going up. So meaning when the market's going up, it will decline, meaning then you can't trade it. But typically, I do not trade it that much. My trading VXX recently was just in preparation to this volatility on here because it's something that's heavily manipulated. So most of the time you can see it shoot up or shoot down for a reason that you cannot even begin to understand. So SPY, it's up, gapping up 1.74% or 6 points. 6 points, yeah? Remember, the SPY trading system that we teach, or that's on our blog, it's plus or minus 4 points. This morning, you will have been handsomely rewarded. You are getting 6 points, and we don't even have expiration today. So meaning you had the liberty of going maybe even 10 points because you had the full day on Thursday, today, and tomorrow as well. So congratulations if you have a setup with SPY using that trading system. QQQ is up 7 points. We just showed you that earlier, and it has been gapping left and right since Tuesday. Well, more power to the high frequency machine doing the fantastic job as they usually do. All right, so this lead us into the watch list of stocks just to see action on here. Well, we know why we came here. We came here because we want to take a look at QQQ, not QQQ, Qualcomm rather. All right, Qualcomm is up 13% and with heavy volume, so meaning it makes it a prime candidate for gangster trade. So, oh wow, a stock with a lot of volume this morning. Well, actually, two of them with a lot of volume. The second one we're gonna be talking about it a great deal. So that's Baba. So where's Qualcomm on here? Qualcomm. Okay, Telex. For whatever reason, Qualcomm is not part of this watch list. Shame on you, Telex. So let's do this. All right, here's Qualcomm, 13%. Congratulations at $146. Oh, jeez. Let's go take a look at those option chain. I do not, if you are wondering, I do not trade. Typically, I do not trade 99% 0.999% of the time. I don't trade earnings um, before the company report. Why? Because we have our own proprietary system on here, which is called quantitative analysis on earnings. That's research that we do on companies, and Qualcomm is one of them. I'm going to show you how Qualcomm behaves after earnings, and maybe give you a hint on how you could have actually taken advantage of this. But we don't engage into, because how a company is going to react after the earnings is not something that you can consistently say that you have a high probability of making money on before earnings. Oh, there have been great trades. Oh, there are new traders who have come here, or even I've met traders on here who have taken shots at that. Ourselves, we had one such trade this past the past earnings, 2 months ago, was on CRM, but we had our reason for that. Our entry for that was a last minute thing because we saw something. We saw something inside of Flow Algo. It was an equity print, if you remember. So those type of trade we will take like that. But really, so this, you should never find yourself feeling that, oh, you missed out on something like this. Yeah, these are not high probability trades. I kid you not. I don't care how sexy it sounds to be waking up on a Thursday morning and it's 9:03 Eastern. You're having your stock up 17.13%, and you're going to be making money. Yeah, but can you make that consistently? I guarantee you not. Even if actually you try to strangle them, because market makers, they have a unique way using the implied volatility. Look how high this implied volatility is, meaning that, what does this mean for you? Let's break it down. The stock will need to move by a lot in order for you to make money in either direction, even if you were to strangle it. So here, you see what's happening here? Look at the implied volatility change, meaning that it is coming down minus 25% of the like, meaning it was purposely raised before the earnings, because they know, market makers, they have an idea of the potential move, and I will show you how they go about doing that, because that's part of the quant analysis that's we do. So this morning on here, the stock is up 13%. What? Gangster trade say fantastic. Let's get trying to 500,000 shares. The higher the better. So what can we try to do here? If we're trying to go, no, not if. So we are going to take the calls, but we need to figure out a strike here, a manageable strike somehow. So right now, I like round numbers. The closest round number here, 150, is not gonna make it, because 150, and looking at this delta is reflecting the fact that the stock has already moved that, meaning that the price here is going to be definitely higher than 22 cents, meaning that's really outside of Gangster range. Right? Gangster range, the highest we want maybe 30 cents on certain stock or something. So meaning we need to find a further away strike. Then 155, by the look of it, that's one. It's, I think, yeah, these are more likely they're gonna go above 30 cents at least. Yeah, because of the delta on here. So they are borderline 30 cents, 40 cents. These over here, though it's not in the money. So that leads us to 160. So 160, yes, I think it falls within our range of Gangster. Well, we can try to sweep it, because we don't know what's going to happen during that first 15 minutes, right? They can try to take it down before taking it up. So that's why for us the sweep is a very powerful strategy. So sweeping it between 1 cent and all the way to maybe 20 cents, 160 calls. That's the way to go on here. So reciprocally, so since we are using 15 points, so on the downside, 130 puts. Yes, these 130 puts, folks. Yeah, because they were in the money yesterday. They were worth $4, $5, something. Trust me, they're gonna be going for pennies. So for us, whereas we will be trying to sweep it with anything between 1 cent and 20 cents thereabouts. So that's gives you your Gangster trade setup. And if you don't get a feel, obviously that's fine, because you always have a way to enter regularly if it meets your condition, the stock meets your condition. Above you are posting higher highs, or below you are posting lower lows. And you still have tomorrow as well. So because remember, when a stock does something like this, folks, you need to get involved. Yeah, you need to get involved. Why? Because stock with momentum, they will either continue with that momentum, or they will face resistance and pull back and revert back to mean. In which case, you know how to trade both of those scenarios, meaning high probability of making money every time a stock gap up. If there's anything, well, not anything, one thing that you have to take as knowledge as part of this channel is we trade options. As option traders, we are interested into stock that are moving. So that doesn't mean that, hey, this is guaranteed that necessarily Qualcomm is going to be moving more in either direction. We have come here on earnings. Let's say Netflix is notorious for that, right? Netflix, we did it twice now. The last two earnings of Netflix, we got into the gangster trade. It did not move, not even the day after. So we make a note of that, and we will try to avoid it next time. So while we are here on Qualcomm, on the subject of Qualcomm, let's go and actually share with you the so-called quant analysis that give us the level of confidence to not sweat, to not give in into our FOMO. FOMO is a fear of missing out. Yeah, that's what drives most retail traders to, oh, let me go. Oh, are you, how do you usually say? You will see people on Stock Street. Are you playing Qualcomm earnings? Are you playing Apple earnings? Like, playing? They don't even use the word. No, this, okay, in case you missed that, my weak rendition of playoffs. Okay, so this document on here, it's more seriously telling screen. So here's what we have done here. So we have taken a lot of stock, very very familiar stock, all right, and we have studied the earnings. So for us, well, our research showed us that there is a high probability of making money after the stock has declare its earning on the first day, on the second day, and the third day. So and then this information here, we're gathering it. How do we use it? We looking at it from the perspective to give us an indication. Red means that puts also in this direction of puts on day 1, day 2, day 3. Green means that in the direction of calls. By how much? It gives you the exact amount. So for instance, how do we read this last one? Last earning of Qualcomm on September the 29th. Before the earnings, Qualcomm was trading at $92.53. After the earnings were declared, it opened at $101.84. That's a 10% gap. Yeah, and then from that open, yeah, Qualcomm proceeded to gain another 5% on day 1. And then on this side, meaning it dipped a little bit, meaning this is your perfect opportunity, because this dip here, with your gangster strategy, you are going to be able to get cheap calls. Conversely, the previous earning, Qualcomm gained only 1.65% after its earning, but at open, it didn't go further as high. It could only manage a 0.75% up one, but on the downtrend, meaning puts were the one which win here over a period of 2 days. Yeah, so we have 2 days here until Friday. So for us, hey, this is a 5% move here in 2 days. This was a 5% move. The earning before that, this was a 4% move in this direction. After this 3% move on here, this tells us that we have a high probability of making money historically. That's what quantitative analysis is, right? It studied the past history to help us predict the future. So if we look at maybe the earnings in the same type of period in past years, so in 2017, the November earnings, 3.88%, that's not bad on that first day. In 2018, 3.71% on that direction, that's not bad. Okay, all right, that's definitely good. And then last year, 2 points. Okay, so from this study on here, if you believe anything, so Qualcomm is bound to give at least 3% from its opening price. So if we are opening, where are we opening? 140, 145, thereabouts. So 5 points. So that's 150. So if for us we are taking the 160 calls in our gangster trade, this is just after day 1, folks. We have a high probability of making money. So, and going back to this, Well, you could have noticed that now. I mean, this is me doing Monday morning quarterbacking. For the first time last earning in July, Qualcomm was the first time for it to gain 10%, has never gained 10%, meaning that there was a shift. And for the first time, Qualcomm was trading above $100. These are the type of thing that will give you an indication a stock is doing something different. Yeah, for a long term or semi long term investor, this document actually can help you because it gives you the price of the stock over the years. So to see, oh, has this been bullish? For instance, let's look at PayPal. Look at PayPal with what was the first time that it hit 100. So 108 after this earning here. Since then, PayPal is about to double in, well, granted in so this was January. So yeah, after 2 years. Okay, so this actually, yeah, this is something that I haven't thought that much, but this actually helps you for those who want to buy stocks and hold them. So, oh, that's my new angle. I need to make a video on this. I think that's another teaching opportunity. How to use our earning quant analysis for you to buy stocks that you want to hold. Oh, that's a gem. That's a gem. I'm excited. Okay, folks, any questions about this? Man, this thing is awfully quiet. I'm not even sure. Is there anybody? I mean, yeah. Miss Dora said that the audio was working, but this is awfully quiet. I don't know if the YouTube platform it's how it's behaving. So, so somebody just type something in the chat window if you're following this, and if there any question on which that we just discussed, please. Because the number of concurrent viewers went to 0 on the streaming settings. Okay, you are live and clear. Okay, thanks, Mister. You say okay. Well, live and clear. Something that's not live and clear at all. It will be Alibaba. Alibaba had earnings early this morning. Prior to the earning, Baba was trading plus 4%. I kid you not. So it was above $300. This was very early. Yeah. And what am I doing up in the wee hours? Long story. So let me say less on that. So the earnings were released at 7 Eastern, I believe, and then it literally just gave up all of that, and now it's trading in the red. So what do we do from here? Telex promised us that, oh, we needed to save our money to trade Baba, earn Gangster and Baba. Now the stock is gapping down. Oh my God, the world is coming to an end. I say, shh, let's take a deep breath. And reset. So Baba is a problematic stock, like most stock that hail from that part. But so Baba is more like remember, like a certain type of dishes is an acquired taste, meaning that it's not for the faint of heart. Trust me, it takes a long time. I can laugh about Baba now, but there were years where I didn't laugh about Baba. I started trading Baba. I think my first trade on Baba was maybe 2016, and Baba was at $72, and yeah, Baba is trading at 295 or whatever. Yeah, as of yesterday, 280 or something. This stock has potential. There was something yesterday. I made a suggestion to you guys between the line. What did we trade yesterday? We made money on NEO since Monday. JD, we suggested that. Oh, by the way, I believe that JD is up. So meaning that if you use JD as a proxy to Baba, you are making money this morning. So that you definitely have a trade there as well. JD is trading at 91.5. May I suggest to you that you can take a gangster on JD. You can use the 100 call strike, yeah, as your bias. Again, you don't need to be in the money to make money, and yeah, but you have bias. You set up a gangster trade on JD. A gangster trade again, folks. If this is foreign to you, you have never done this. That's okay. You need to take the time through our coaching session. I'm talking to the new traders with successful trading. We have quite a few of them who joined this week. We will go over with you in detail. So JD, I don't think I'm looking at the time on here. I want to quickly spend the last 4 or 5 minutes talking about Baba in detail because there's something that you need to know about it. But I'm saying that JD, we suggested yesterday that's a proxy to Baba. If you don't know what a proxy to another stock is, that's fine. We will teach you about that. But if you knew what that was, then you took the trade on JD. You're rewarded this morning. Is trading above 90. But I'm saying it's not the end of it. Trust me. So you can set up, if you had it or you didn't have it, the trade from yesterday, you can set up a gangster trade on JD. Use the 100 call expiring on November 6th, or use 110, 115 expiring next week, or November, let's say November 20th. But that's defeat the purpose of a gangster trade, right? The idea of a gangster trade is not to spend more than 30 cents. If you're trying to be looking for those, either you will need to take a so far away strike price or anything. So for me, just for expiration on November 6th, 100 strike on JD calls, and on the put side, you can go, geez, 85, 80. I mean, now bias is on the call side, right? So just for safety purposes, so anything below 83 for the put side. That's JD. But okay, let's focus here. Last 4 minutes to go. Here's what's going on BABA. So BABA, there's what I'm seeing on BABA. A stock that has just been with my good friend Mr. Brian. We looked at inside of Flow Algo last night, and then there was some very bizarre movement on Flow Algo. For instance, there was a trade yesterday on Flow Algo on equity side at 310, but we never traded 310 yesterday. As a matter of fact, we haven't traded 310 over the last couple of days, but that trade was recorded yesterday at 310 on a lot of volume of shares. So, long story short, BABA is poised to do exactly which that I did last earnings. Now you can tell me, hey Telex, what did BABA do last earning? We were not here. Fine, that's why I'm here for. So we can use our quant analysis, meaning on the day of the earning, BABA didn't move. It moved the day after. Yeah, how do we know? Oh boy, we made 1,260% on that gangster trade. Yeah, what's the proof? The proof of that? It's on YouTube, folks. It's one of the the most taunted video on YouTube, because people who see it, they are, this cannot be true. This is a scam. This guy is coming here telling us that you can enter a trade for 1 cent. So what type of nonsense is that? So this is what transpired August 28th. So the first day on BABA, there was not a move, neither on the upside, 0.77 minus 0.5. So when you don't see any color, that means the move was not warrant of trading. But the next day, my friend, yeah, the next day, this is what happened. Day 0 means that the day of the earnings, meaning it had its earning before the market opened, just like today. So long story short for you, I'm not telling you not to do a gangster trade on BABA, right? Because we don't know, it could well work. So, but in terms of your budget allocation, do not go full blown in on BABA. They can trying to frustrate us like they did in August here today, with just going and test. Let's say they can go as low as 280. Yeah. So if BABA hit 280, 282, to whatever, I'm going to be buying fist and hand calls expiring November 20th. I already gave you that strike of 400 or whatever. Yes. So meaning they're gonna be, because they're gonna be cheap. Yeah. But really, my setup is that tomorrow is when they're going to be making the same type of move as they made like last earnings, after frustrating people today on the first day, because it's always, markets always trying to give you misdirection. When you are not looking, we're gapping. We started this show by showing you QQQ. We got 10 points when everybody was thinking that the market's going to tank. Yeah. So BABA this morning, a lot of manipulation, head fakes are going on. So we can be patient. Let's see what they do. I'm gonna take a gangster trade, obviously. You know, gangster trade, 1 cent. What do I have to lose? Between 1 cent and maybe 10 cents max. But my number of contracts is going to be very small. Why? Because I want to make sure that if the frustrators trying to frustrate us today, I'm not gonna be frustrated. It means I know that I've seen the movie already. But tomorrow I'm going to be ready. So meaning at the end of the day, if BABA is just flat throughout the day, meaning from 287 here, I expect them to post a low. Definitely they can try to post, they will try to test the previous this week previous low below 285. And if they do, I'm going to be buying calls confidently. All right, folks, that's wish that I wanted to share with you. If you this is your first time on here on our channel, and if you happen to find the contents of this channel suitable to your education to take your trading to the next level, we will gladly request that you subscribe so that you are the first one to be alerted next time that we are taking time providing such similar education on option trading. Otherwise, since there are no questions, we thank you for your time. We still have not picked the 3 winners to be trading with us, and because really I apologize for that. I mean, I'm gonna do it by Saturday. And but then the beauty is going to be that the three people who are going to be drawn, what are those three individuals? Those three individuals are people who subscribe between September and October, end of October. So they're going to have access to successful trading all the way to the end of the year instead of just 1 month. Yeah, I can do that. I think that's really cool. So that's gonna give you a full month and a half. Or I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but given by the way this market is moving, wouldn't you want to be part of a system that have 3,500% score on a stock like Adobe yesterday? I don't know. I don't know. But thank you for your time, folks. Have a great trading session. We catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.